Hey everybody, welcome back to the Chaotic Little Book Corner. My name's Acacia. Today, I don't know if you can hear her purring, but she's still there. She's further back now because I got up to pick up some books and stuff, and she stayed. So she's just chilling. I don't know. I don't understand it. Like, why is she there? I don't know. So today I want to do my feminist booker gift guide. Bookish gift guide. My feminist bookish gift guide. I just have some feminist books that I like that I want to talk about. So yeah, that's really all this is. So the first one I want to recommend is How to Be a Heroine, or What I've Learned from Reading Too Much by Samantha Ellis. This is a wonderful feminist text. It just talks about different heroines in literature and who they are and what they stand for and what they represent and what they mean to different people. And it's really interesting, and I really enjoyed it, and I highly recommend it. So maybe if you have a book nerd feminist in your life, that's a really good one. Also, if you have a book nerd feminist in your life, this is A Girl Walks Into a Book, What Bronte's Taught Me About Love, Life, and Woman's Work. I think this is another good one for the same sort of vein of person, but if she is a Bronte lover, this is really, really special. Then you have You Play the Girl by Karina Chokana, and this is essays talking about women's behavior and women's looks and what is acceptable in the media and what is not acceptable in the media, and what we learn from a very young age is the appropriate way to be, and why those messages are wrong and what we can do to change them. But what we also need to understand is learned behavior and learned identity, and it's really interesting. Then for a new feminist or a beginner feminist, this is Laura Bates' Girl Up. This is really fantastic. It has great vagina end papers, and it just talks about being a woman and what that means and what the rules are that get set for us that we do and don't really need to follow, and what are things that you need to understand about your vagina, and what you need to understand about being a woman in society, and what you need to understand about dating and what that looks like. And it's all really, really good information, especially for a newfound feminist or for somebody who really wants to get into feminism but hasn't figured out yet what to start with, or any young girl who is under the age of, I'd say, 18, who is just starting to come into their own and is maybe going off to college soon. This is a great book as well. She has to be, it's a good one to start them being comfortable with the word vagina. Vagina. Then this one I really enjoyed. This is Trainwreck by Sadie Doyle. This talks about different women in the media and why we kind of wreck them and tear them down and destroy them and make them into these monsters, and how we do it and what it seems to benefit the society with and why we don't do it to men as much. This was really interesting, and I really enjoyed it, and I highly recommend it. Then you guys are not going to be surprised. This is in there as well. Unmentionable by Teresa O'Neill. This is talking about women in Victorian England and Victorian America and why they are who they are and what their daily life was like. And I just really enjoyed it. I highly recommend it. And I think it's a great feminist text. And then the rest of these are all those beautiful picture books that come and just are so pretty. This is Women Who Read Are Dangerous, and it has gorgeous illustrations in it. The first one of these books is going to be Women Who Read Are Dangerous, and these just have beautiful illustrations in it. and it sort of talks about reading and what it is and why it's important and different women who have read in history. Then you have, this is covered in dust, Wonder Women, which is 25 innovators and inventors who trailblaze and who changed history. This is just about different women and who they are, and then a lot of facts on those women. It's a little bit more in depth than the other ones that I'm going to show you. It definitely has a few more facts in it and a little less just illustrations, but it's still really beautiful, and it talks about some very interesting women. Then we have, I don't have women in sport, but I would definitely love to get that one as well. This one is Women in Science, 50 Fearless Pioneers Who Changed the World. This one is gorgeous end papers, and it just has a scientist on each page and then tells you a little bit about her and what she did for science, and it talks about lab tools, and it's just really interesting if you're interested in science, you're feminist scientists. Then we have Bad Girls Throughout History, 100 Remarkable Women Who Changed the World. This one is just stunning. I love these illustrations. Again, it's an illustration on one page and then facts on the other. There are some really fascinating women in here, so there's definitely some interesting women to read about in this book. This one has been making the rounds on BookTube. This is Goodnight Stories for Rebel Girls, and there is a sequel that has just come out, which I really want. This one is, again, beautiful illustrations, but then on this side it has a little short story that is about the woman who is being spoken about. And then the last one I have is Rejected Princesses, and this is by Jason Porth, and this one is in the style of Disney, and it just talks about different princesses and women who were in history, but were just not your average woman, princess, or historical female. So yeah, those are my feminist gift guide recommendations, and I absolutely adored showing them to you. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you loved it, click that subscribe button, and if you have any questions, comments, or quandaries, go ahead and leave them in the comments below, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!